Okay, y'all. Hi, welcome to my reading. I hope y'all don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy the reading, or share it with anybody that you think will need this. So the very first thing I'm going to tap into is the Pure Magic Oracle, okay? And first of all, let me start with this week is going to be about rebirth. So this is going to be all about the week of rebirth. But just to be able to cleanse the energies out at first, I want to see what's going on when it comes to magic. What are the omens that we're seeing of miracles? So if you feel anything when it comes to this, or you've been practicing any of these things or ritualism stuff, then this is going to be because there's a miracle around there. You don't have to wait for miracles. I already heard this, 501. You don't have to wait for miracles. Miracles happen all the time. It's about the magic, okay? Yeah, closing doors, pure intent, sacred doors, timing, and experience. So right now the doors are closing behind us. So that's basically the omen that there's a new change coming, okay? So this is going to be about, timing, divine timing, pure intent, purifying your intentions, and allowing the doors to close behind you, allowing chapters to close, okay? So maybe there's people that are trying to stop things from changing and stuff like that. People doing magic on rebirth or trying to wear the mask of rebirth. Basically, be aware of people who want to copycat you, to be able to, like, I feel like everybody has their own timing. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own timing. Everybody has their own divine timing. And I mean by everybody has their own lives and their own witnesses to their lives. So nobody should be having a rebirth at the same time as you, is what I'm hearing. Nobody should be having, like, if you had a rebirth at 4 o'clock, 4 a.m., nobody should be having a rebirth at 4 a.m. as well, unless you're talking like people in different time zones, okay? So nobody should be changing at the same time as you are at this time, right? Everybody's changing in different times and frequencies, and doors are closing behind us. So be aware of that energy. Yeah, raising winds, it came out anyways. Magical release, calling, intention, and stronghold. Right, I'm saying. So, like I said, you have to heal before you manifest. So maybe there are people who are trying to manifest without healing, and this may cause you to feel like you have to provide something for them. Be aware of energies that are forcing you to provide for them. Be aware of energies that want you to give to them without healing. If you know someone hasn't healed, you can't help them. They have to heal on their own. Because, like I said, Christ is within us all. So we should be able to do that. Yeah, we should be able to manifest without having to deal with people who haven't healed. So be aware of unhealed people who are still in that hateful energy, wrathful energy, because right now there's a lot of wrath cleansing as well, which is also the energy of justice, the energy of vengeance as well, but the purest energy of it all. Oh my God, my nose is itchy. Oh, bless Jesus Christ, amen. Thank you, God. Oh my God. Yeah, I felt that coming. There was definitely something there. It's definitely a release energy like that. It does happen a lot, like a sneeze. Be aware of feeling sick as well. That means that you need to cleanse your energy from anyone who is, like I said, not healed. There's definitely unhealed people. Okay, yeah, ancestors, family, survival, death, and worship. Yes, so there's ancestral curses that are being cleansed at this time. I just saw like the locusts from like back when it was like it's like the 4 horsemen of apocalypse. One of them is there's famine, there's death, right? There's I just know there's one with sicknesses, right? That's the one that is being cleansed at this time. So the reverberation of this energy is being cleansed at this time, is being taken up with the Most High. Yeah, Hecate's path that came out anyways. Cycle of life, night magic, crossroads, and letting go. Okay, so I heard something about crossroads for me personally, so I'm gonna take that. And it's basically like allowing yourself to produce newer things, allowing yourself to feel inspired by new things, opening circles. So this is, like I said, the beginning. Now it's the beginning. Protection, rituals, lessons, and simplicity. So what is the magic though? So I see it. So people may want to be closing doors on ancestors, but what it's doing is opening the doors to ancestral wisdom and knowledge. I don't think they're aware of that. It's just going to happen anyway. So it's like doors are opening for ancestors to be able to provide some sort of knowledge, gift, and abundance. Calling intention. Your intentions must be pure so that you can receive. I accept the gifts that I'm getting at this time, kind of energy. Closing doors on crossroads, closing doors on the old cycles, allowing yourself to call in the new and let go the old. Phoenix rising, rebirth energy. Let's see anything else here. Last thing, so the magic, the omen. Yeah, Sun Ra. Drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, witness, and magnificence. Like I said, witness your own rebirth. I feel like you need to take your time to witness how you rebirth, right? Witness how you change over time without judgment, basically, is the energy that I'm getting. That's interesting. So that would be the first week. That's really good. There's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of energy of mixed. I'm trying to not mix anything, but it's kind of like, it's like rolling up the blueprint. That's how I feel. I feel like there's a blueprint that was created, and now it's being rolled up like a scroll and being given up so that you can be able to do the next thing. Wow, that's incredible. It's like you made the blueprint, and now you've given it to the divine, and the divine will now see what is in your blueprint and what you have planned. And then they're like, it's like a corporation. It's cooperating. I feel like the universe and the Holy Spirit and the Most High and humanity is cooperating on initiating some kind of activation, which is what we're going to go into next. Okay, I'm gonna put these all over here to the side so that I can have them, so I can see them. Okay, and then we're going to tap into the ancestral wisdom that is coming in at this time. What do the ancestors want us to see, know, or what is it that is being open for the ancestors to experience and for us to learn from that experience? It's almost like, it's almost like the ancestors themselves are experiencing something right now. So they are teaching us lessons as well via witnessing this rebirth. Yeah, Ra is out here again, enlightening. There's a lot of open connections, but I feel like there's a lot of tied up ends. How do I say this? Loose ends that were tied, and now new connections, new love, new life is starting. That's what it is. Rebirth. Ra energy, enlightening. We're going to find out what this rebirth is going to hold for us. Like I said, this is going to be different for anyone. Amun Ra coming out again. So immediately after, it's so crazy. So Ra's coming out, and then Amun Ra. It's like in order. So Saturn is coming back. Saturn is organizing things. That must be fun. I feel like it's fun to organize. So this is the fun side of organization. Allowing yourself to experience organized life, like an organized identity. Organization as well. So corporation, organization, we're getting Venus, we're getting allowing your hope to flow as well. This is interesting. Yeah, Tawaret, Genesis. So this is a generational thing. So the generation is being organized. That's interesting. So it's like we in the generation are being organized and being placed into what basically sequence of events we're in right now. I'm going to tell y'all that I'm feeling more dystopian at this moment. I'm feeling a lot more dystopian energy for me personally. So this is also Gen Z energy. There are people who are stuck in traditions, but the doors are closing behind that. So they're going to be going through a tower next in line. There are people, so yeah, you see what I mean? It's literally like the organization, who's in what mindset, and that's all being separated, right? Where people belong and all that stuff. So the last experience I had really taught me the difference between the energies. So there are people who believe that you need to cheat, steal, and lie. Those people are in obviously hell. So even hell is being organized at this time. That's pretty insane. I feel like the veil that's why we need a veil, because that's so that we can be able to stay organized and committed. So devotion, committance, and obedience, 510, right? This is the completion of that cycle. What you were devoted to, what you were experienced in, and what you are letting go of. For example, for me, I had to also let go of my art page. I'm going to be starting out a new one, but it's going to be different, right? And I'm allowing that to organize itself before I come in. I'm seeing another 10. Okay, let's see, anything else? Also, think of it like Divergent. I'm also remembering Divergent, like how the people in Divergent were organized. That's basically what I'm talking about. Yeah, so Amut is here with devastation. Interesting. So enlightenment of creation. So also, the reason for that, what is it called again? The reason for that energy, sunk cost theory, that energy basically is people who invest in things like and can't let go of investing in those things because they just have this. So some people say it's like an illusion, you should stop investing in it because it's an illusion and you're not going to get anything in return type shit. But it's not about that, it's about the experience itself. So there's definitely like a lack energy that's being there. So be aware of people that want to control your investments. Be aware of like stock markets. That's something that I've been getting a lot all the time with other readers as well. It's like people trying to control your investments, trying to control demand and supply of things, which is like really interesting because I was talking to the Most High and it was about like demand and supply, and it was about like why do I ask for things if I shall not want, if I shall not need? Why am I? And then that's when demand comes in. It's like our body demands things. It's not bad to demand, right? It's more so that the want and need is more of an illusion, right? Because it's the demand that we have. And because we have demand, there is supply, 511. Because we have demand, there is supply, right? This is the infinite potential energy. That is potential. So devastation is here, and we're learning more about this. So you might hear people going through karma at this time. You might see people going through karma at this time. So there's going to be a lot of, like I said, devastation is here. This is like also has to do with health. Yes, this has to do with health as well. Yeah, Bastet coming out here with passion, Genesis passion, like I said, looking into what we are investing in with ourselves. What is it that we want with ourselves? What is it that our body and our true spiritual self is demanding? So that basically asserting as well, divine masculine energy here, witnessing. What is it that we're witnessing that causes us demand almost? So the demand for the witness. What is it that we need to witness to demand? Interesting. I feel like this is also enlightenment about like, I almost heard pride, but it's more so like entitlement, what true entitlement is, but not like negative value entitlement, not like justified entitlement, right? Let's say like a settlement, that's what it is, a grant, a settlement. So basically we're getting grants and settlements at this time. So you might receive a grant, you might receive a settlement at this time, you might be receiving, there's a lot of receiving, but it's because you are in that demand energy of it. Not because of lack, but because of that there's a supply of it. See how that works? Since there's a supply, now there's a demand. Okay, so if there's a demand, now there's a supply. This is very like interesting. This is interesting. This is like I'm very curious about this now, okay? This is deeper than I thought. Yeah, so task coming out here again with skill. Like I mentioned before, this is mastery, right? At the bottom of the deck, faith and wisdom. Like I said, this is what we're going to be receiving. So we're going to also be radically accepting skill sets, kind of like inheritances, like how when I was born, I already knew how to speak. I had to wait until my tongue was developed to be able to speak. I started speaking very, very young. I spoke up to 4 languages when I was a child, when I was like 2-3 years old. So this is that energy of like accepting skill sets, allowing yourself to master skill set from within. And then that's usually how it is, because first we learn about things and then we start to master it, right? First we learn our ABCs and then we start to speak our ABCs. And then when we speak it, it didn't sound right. And then that correction will come up in our mind. This is also advancing in correction and acquiring the right kind of righteousness towards correction. So Genesis, passion, creation, right? skill correcting completeness, okay? That's basically what we're going through at this time. And then how am I going to place these? Okay, I see. Okay, I'll put all these together then. And then I'll put all of these together as well. Okay. And then we're going to do a soul's journey. This is basically what's going on in this week, bruh. This is this week. This is all we're doing in this week. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot of action. All right, 5:15. That's a lot of action. Also, don't be afraid to, like I said, this is why you need to go with divine flow. You can't be all like, you can't be too strict with yourself. Saturn is the one that is in control of that. So please find out where your Saturn is and your Ta in your astrological chart to see how you function in that way. Here it is. Okay, so there's also, because I'm feeling this energy like as if people won't understand what I mean, and that's the issue. It's like it's not everything that you'll understand, right? It's not everything that you'll understand. But what it is that you're collecting information. Remember, observe, don't absorb. Be aware of that energy. I put up boundaries on those that try to absorb my energies. I put up boundaries on those that try to absorb my energy. You need to observe and witness rather than absorb, okay? So yeah, blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Okay, so that's basically the soul's path that we're going through. I knew this was going to come out. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay, and friendship. So when it comes to companionship, I understand that as a friend, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. When it comes to companionship and that friendship energy, be aware of energies that try to put claim upon friendship energies, okay? Be aware of claiming claiming things. Remember what I said, an entitlement, an energy of, what is true entitlement, grants. You need to accept your blessings. This also means accepting who you are and what you are. I feel like people are going to start learning that it's not okay to steal. Yeah, but let's continue on with this. Because there's a lot of messages that are coming out. Okay, so surrender. That's what it is. Surrender. I release the need to control. I was trying to figure it out. That's what we're going to be learning at this time. Phoenix rising, right? Surrender. Allow yourself to be. Allowance, surrender, acceptance. They're all almost in the same vibrational frequency. What vibrational frequency is this? What vibrational frequency is this? Surrender. It's in the vibrational frequency of like humility. So it's in the vibrational frequency of humility is the surrender. I release the need to control, or I release my need to control. This is like 10th dimensional. It's Christ consciousness. It's allowing the rebirth of Christ within you. Witnessing how you increase in spirit. Witnessing how you increase. Also, just witnessing yourself. I feel like that's what you really need to understand at this time, collective, is to witness yourself. That's how you also learn to educate yourself. Self-empowering energy through God's confidence, okay? Ooh, perseverance. I know what I can do. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Surrender. So there's denial here once again. I acknowledge my fear but replace it with the insight of awareness. I mentioned in my last video, literally in my last one that I just posted, what to do about this energy of denial. Acknowledging your fear. You being aware bringing awareness to the fear that you have, allows your senses to evolutionize, right? Your sense of detection. That's, you know what? That's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. I'm not gonna cap. Let me see it. Where is it? Sense of detection, because that's what I was trying to figure out for a while. I was like, why am I writing all these, messages? Sense of detection. I was like, why am I writing all these senses? Because right here it's like, where is it? I was like, yeah, there's a sense of strangeness, sense of danger, right? What are all these things? And that I found the constancy is the detection. So detection is interesting here. Detection, right? This is investigation energy. Investigation energy also has to do with the claiming energy, being in the energy of being a claim. So maybe somebody's trying to claim you, or that's why friendship is here, blame, or you're claiming yourself, or you're claiming what is yours. There's something like that. It's also delegation. That's what's happening. So like that's what we're getting our ancestral gifts from. It's like delegating who gets what. The Most High is delegating who gets what through ourselves and what we witness. Okay. So let's see, like one more in the middle here with indecision and surrender. Oh my God, indecision and surrender. Peace is over here. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. That's the whole reason we surrender, is for peace. Friendship, peace, and denial is here. So it's also giving the energy of rejection. It's like, be aware of rejecting your peace of mind, right? In order for you to create an illusion of perseverance. That's not allowing. That's you not allowing yourself to persevere through the times. You need to allow yourself to flow with peace and surrender. It's interesting how this dynamic is working here. It's really interesting. It's like a lot to uncover. Yeah, patience. I was going to say before I started this reading, it's like I'm releasing the need to feel patient, right? I'm releasing the need to feel patient because I know that there's patience and I haven't lost any. I just know that if I'm not patient, it's for a good reason. It's for a reason because the Most High doesn't want me to be patient. So thus, I am not patient in a certain thing. So be aware. I accept that everything happens in divine order. Everything already exists where it's at. If you're not receiving, be aware of claiming what's not yours, right? Grief is out here with, I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. If you feel the energy of loss, you might be in loss, or someone around you is at loss, or you're not getting something because of the energy of loss, and you need to cleanse that energy of loss. That's literally what it is. It's not like you're actually like, it's like failure, right? It's not actually like you're failing. It's more so that you're stepping up to your success. So it feels like that. There's an energy there where this is why we evolutionize ourselves. It's so that we can feel higher vibrational frequencies of what our experience really is, right? This is very esoteric energy, very metaphysical energy. So don't try to wrap your brain around what I'm saying. Don't try to wrap your mind around what's going on. Allow it to flow. Allow yourself to see what is true. Once you move forward, clarity will come to you. Allowance. Once again, the energy of allowance is coming up strong, like hella strong. Hiya. Ooh. So here's coming out trust in reverse. Right, this is really interesting. Why trust in reverse? I'm gonna put this up right. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So the black magic that's being done, because I started this all with black magic, I'm about to tap into like how it's all coming together, is that you might be feeling like you or somebody else is untrustworthy, or there's something like that, like your trust is being like oriented somewhere else or something. Be aware of that energy, okay? Your trust should be in the Most High always. So you always have trust in the Most High. You always have trust in God. If you ever feel the energy of that lack or grief or loss of trust, it's because you are accepting more trust, because you are purifying your trust, okay? Alchemy requires you to give so that it can transform and then claim, okay? That's the thing. You have to plant your seed. You can't be afraid you can't be afraid of releasing your seed. You must plant it. It might feel like a loss, but that's the whole process of it, trusting the process. Excuse my fridge, y'all. But basically, that's the energy I'm feeling. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Like, your trust is within. You have to accept the fact that you trust your inner voice. How else are you going to trust your instincts, which is what I talked about before? It's all on an instinctual level. It's instinctual evolution, sensational evolution, senses, evolution of the senses, yeah? Instead of sensationalism, which is a it's a philosophy, okay? Be aware of philosophies at this time as well, okay? Because for me, the philosophy that came up for me personally was cynicism. Y'all will be surprised how cynical I can be. So be aware of whatever philosophies that you have at this time that needs to be cleansed and purified and alchemized. Learn the process of your alchemy, okay? Like, for example, here's an example of alchemy for y'all to really understand a little bit deeper or understand. When you eat food, right? When you eat food, you chew it. That's the beginning of the process of alchemy. Your saliva touches the food, the process begins, you're chewing it, it starts, this is the beginning of it. And then you swallow it, it goes through your canals, that is alchemy as well. It goes to your brain, the sensation of it. That's all alchemy right there. And then it goes through your lungs, I said lungs, it goes through your esophagus? It goes through the, I see, this is why I needed to get back to studying the human body. I knew it. I put it off, and now it's coming up again. I'm being tested. It's wild. But basically, this is what happens. It goes down your gullet. It goes down your fucking gullet, and then it goes through into your stomach, right? And then the digestion starts. The digestion begins in your teeth, right? That's how the digestion begins. That's all alchemy. And then you see how all that your stomach is doing, all that. You're not consciously doing that. That's all unconscious. Expectations, projected expectations. See how projected expectations can also still be good? Because you're expected to be healthy. You're expected to be wealthy, right? You need to acclaim that energy as well and then subconsciously drive that energy. That's why I was talking about first-hand and second-hand experience. Your experience of that alchemy is going to be able to help you rise to the occasion to reflect upon that energy. That's how alchemy works, y'all. That's how alchemy works, okay? But that's the process. If you didn't trust the process of you eating, right, then you would probably not be digesting correctly. It's all about mind over matter, right? If you really believed you were not be able to cure yourself, if you're not able to believe in your body and your senses, if you're truly not able to believe, like fucking COVID, right? People were like, oh, 90%. Actually, it was like 90% of people were not dying from COVID. What is it, 95 almost percent of people who didn't even have COVID, but like some people did. It's like that crazy shit, right? It's all based off of immunity and what you believe and how strong your senses are. So it's kind of that. It's like you need to trust your body. You need to trust your senses. You need to trust the divine. You need to trust how you were created and what you were created for. You need to trust your environment. All of that right there. Because that's the only way for you to evolutionize yourself. You need to believe that you are where you're supposed to be. Affirm yourself. Validate yourself. Write it down. Remember your goals. Remember your dreams. Remember your wishes. Activate them. Evolve them. You know what I mean? Maybe when you were younger, it's like when you're younger, you think you want something, but then you still want it when you're older, right? So it needs to grow. That want needs to grow. That demand needs to grow. You need to allow that growth. Yes. Like you might have just wanted a dress when you were younger, or let's say like an outfit when you're younger, but now your style is different, right? So you need to allow yourself to dress different, but it's not different from what you wanted. It's just evolutionized, right? You need to connect the dots. I feel like that's what people need to learn how to do, is connect the dots. That's something I used to do when I was really young as well, is that I chose economics, business. That's what I did in high school. We could choose our classes. So I chose economics, business, and art, and everybody looked at me like I was crazy because they were like, how are you going to get a job with that? How are you ever going to get anywhere with that? And now we have NFTs, and now we have all these stuff, and I'm like, I connected the dots of how our civilization was going to be, and I did what I was passionate about, and it only helped me in the future, right? And this is what I mean, is you need to connect the dots of what you want, because it's going to help you. It's who you are. Yeah, people underestimated me heavy when I was a kid, so I'm telling you, don't underestimate your demands, okay? If you demand something, don't underestimate it. This also has to do with standards, and this also has to do with standards. Okay, let's see. What is the activation? What is being activated at this time? Yeah, divine feminine. You're divine feminine. What do you call it? Yeah, receptive, nurturing, and soft side. Connecting to all of creation, throat chakra. I knew throat chakra. I just posted a picture of my painting of a throat chakra activation. It's so crazy. I did it today. It was for a competition, but I did it. and I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna win or not, but yeah, belief. I'm fucking done. So this is all that's being activated. Do I need more? Do I even have to ask? Authority? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't need more. Okay, so let's do that. And then I'm gonna connect the dots for y'all right in front of y'all to show y'all how these things are coming together, okay? So these are all the cards I picked out, and we're gonna see where goes what, or what does what. I'm also trying to see how I shuffle, if I'm shuffling good or not, okay? Okay, let's start. So Divine Feminine is here with magical release, calling, intention, and stronghold. So when it comes to your soft side and your Divine Feminine side, your energetically receptive energy, make sure to set intentions on that, what you choose to be soft towards and how you choose to be when you are receiving, giving and receiving, magical release, calling. Don't forget to answer your calling, whatever you're being called to do. Before you have to consciously experience the calling. You have to consciously experience your demand or need for it before you start reflecting upon it, right? That's you activating it. And then the expectation is for you to apply it. So that's what you're going to be doing next, regardless if you want it or not, because it's unconscious. However, even if you're not physically doing it, you're still going to do it in the mental. You're still going to do it in the astral. And then that's how you also connect your astral identity, your astral higher self, to your regular self, to your spiritual self, is like by doing what your higher self is doing in order. So once you feel like you're being called to do something, you're already doing it in the astral. Now it's time for you to apply the actions that you've been visualizing. Okay? Yeah, trust, see? And this is all about Divine Feminine as well. I accept that my inner voice will guide me correctly. And let's get one more over here. Let's get one more over here. Okay, this one. Yeah, Hecate's path. Okay, cycle of life, night magic, crossroads, and letting go. Yeah, whenever you let go of the past, or whoever you let go of, if you stop talking to someone, or you stop doing something, or you just, if anything that you've stopped that is in the past, let go of it and start something different. Do something completely different. Do something completely new. Whatever you're being called to do, do it. Leave whatever it's at the past, because you need to trust that if it was good for you, whatever was good from it will come to you. Don't worry about that holding on or in continuously investing in it without hope. If you feel hopeless in a situation, that's lack. That's that lack energy I kept on telling y'all about. That right there is an example of what you need to clear out. And the only way to clear out lack energy is to accept, surrender, accept and trust that you are doing what you're doing for a purpose and a reason, that you are here to do what you're meant to do and you're already been doing it, okay? So whatever decision you make next, right? Authority, I had to put this down. Authority, right, is the next stage of application, okay? Yeah, because that's the only way you can truly learn lessons and let go of judgment as well. Okay, throat chakra supports our sense of self expression and our sense of peace and balance. Okay, so here it is: sense of peace and balance. What is it that we detect from the sense of peace and balance? We detect security, right? We detect the divine through peace and balance, right? So you need to have that kind of. You'll catch on. It literally is just for you to catch on. Okay? Yeah, friendship, throat chakra. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, you need to befriend yourself. Learn to be your own best friend. Learn to joke with yourself. Learn to be with yourself. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, that's how I found out I was being cynical, is because I was being sarcastic with myself and stuff like that, and there was judgment. It was a whole lot of stuff. Me and my bestie, me, myself, and I, we were learning lots of lessons together. And it's funny that I was also talking to my friend, and we were clearing out karmic cycles from the past, because she and I, we have a karmic relationship apparently. Like, all our cards are telling us that we have a karmic relationship, and we were sitting there like, why do we have a karmic relationship? We love each other. So we're learning to let go of these old cycles and close out these cycles. It's literally If we don't learn our lessons then, we will literally have the tools and we will sit in front of each other and learn the lesson by force. Like, it's something about that. Okay? Yeah, look at divine masculine out here. 22, drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, and witness. Yes. Witness your voice. Witness yourself and the friendship that you have with yourself. That's sexy. I don't know. Anytime divine masculine comes out here, it's sexy. Divine feminine, divine masculine coming out here at the same time, right? Let's see. I need a... Here it is. Okay. Bastet coming out here with passion. Okay. So the way that you have that companionship with yourself is going to show you your passion. That's what you need to follow. That's interesting. Wow. Now I'm like, okay, so this is where the concentration is at. The concentrative energy. It's like, that's so wild. So how you experience time with yourself, how you witness time with yourself is going to be able to show you what you're truly passionate in, what you're tapping into, and whether or not you even want to be in that position. Y'all, I want to be a comedian. I'm just going to say it out here. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a comedian. I don't know, bro. I've been so hard on myself, so it's hard, okay? I just need to release that, okay? I hope y'all enjoy. Belief is out here. Yeah, our sense of self-worth based on our gifts and talents, strong connection and fucking connection to the soul. For real, right? I don't know what it is about. I feel like that comes with belief, sense of self-worth. I feel like it's also a challenge for me, and that's why I want to do it, right? And that maybe is what you need to tap into as well. Is like, do you only want to do things because you feel like it's a challenge for you? Because that's also a sense of entitlement, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It could be your sense of entitlement. It could be what you are, like, what you're demanding. Is what you're demanding applicable with the supply? You know what I mean? Is the Most High supplying you with that? Or is the Most High supplying somebody else with that? And you're looking at that and you're like, but I kind of want that. You know what I mean? Be aware of that. Yeah, be aware of that. This is like juicy right here. We calling all of us. I'm calling the entirety of the collective out, including myself. Let's see. Yeah, because that develops a sense of jealousy, and that's what we need to worry. Blame. See, that develops a sense of jealousy, and that's where this blame is coming from. So be aware of that energy. Okay, I accept responsibility for my well-being. This is also giving the vibe of like stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Staying in your lane, but don't confine yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. Opening circle, I'm telling you, protection, ritual, lessons, and simplicity. 33 and 11 coming out here. This is also 44. That's wild. So it's like you're protected when you are exploring. You're protected when you are experimenting. You're protected from like harsh lessons. You're going to learn your lesson. You just need to allow yourself to accept responsibility for what you're demanding. Basically, it's also be careful what you wish for energy, right? Indecision, I'm saying. This indecision is coming out from the external. This indecision is coming out from the external. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. That is internal, okay? If you feel like indecisive or you're not sure which path to go on or you're not sure what to do next or any energy like that, it's because of the external reality. You must reflect upon your passions, reflect upon how you are with yourself, and then speak on it like I just did. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I want to be a comedian, I want to be a rapper. I said that, right? So this is an example of me using my throat. I might never be a rapper, I might never be a comedian, but guess what? I still am reflecting upon what's bringing me this passion and why it's there, being a witness to that. And then if it is not aligned with what I'm actually supposed to be doing, then that's the Most High gonna be able to, the Most High will be clearing that out of my space. My angels, my spirit guides, my ancestors, they'll help me clear that energy out so that I can focus on what I truly want. Which is like so funny because I stopped wanting to paint. I stopped wanting to do animations, but then I want to rap all of a sudden. Like, it's not all of a sudden, but I all of a sudden wanted to rap. All of a sudden I wanted to like do like all this music and stuff like that. But I'm an artist and you're telling me I can't draw. So that shit kind of bothered me. And that's where the indecision is coming from, that external. It's like what you're meant to do, what you're meant for, what your passion is, versus the newer things that are coming, versus the newer energies that are coming. Maybe, caught it. I caught it. So this is how they're also trying to take upon our wisdom so that we don't follow our passion and they can take ideas from us. And I'm talking about these draconian energy vampires as well, because this is very important, okay? So my old friends used to basically use me, without unconsciously use me to be able to make their music, because they're musicians and whatnot. And they used to take my energy and my support, and then all of a sudden I would feel like I couldn't do what I wanted to do, right? But then it's like weird as fuck, right? So you're receiving gifts, but you're receiving the very essence of those gifts. The essence can transform to anything, right? Alchemy, it can become anything, right? Be aware of giving out your power and allowing them to collect your essence, and then you are not able to transform them. That's why you must witness it. That's why you must witness your rebirth. Woo, that's why you must witness what you're doing, because it needs to be aligned with what you want to do. Okay, that's why it's important, because you need to receive. There's something there. Okay, I'm gonna keep going on. Okay, because there's definitely you're gonna understand when I get the tarot. Okay, ta, skill, see, trust. You allowing yourself to trust yourself, your inner guidance, your inner voice, allowing yourself to trust the divine helps you acquire your skill, acquire your knowledge. It got real tense in here. Okay, it allows you setting your intention and then validating your intention and allowing yourself to feel the purity of your intention and the way you're writing it allows you to let go of the past and acquire the skill and wisdom and knowledge to harness your divine feminine. You know what I mean? Harness it. Divine masculine is now over here. Throat, the throat chakra energy. This is going to be Amun-Ra, creation, the way I said it. This is going to be about you manifesting that friendly energy within what your passion is. This also helps, and there are benefits within this, but remember what I said. I just peeped the benefit, but I'm supposed to be witnessing what we're going to be investing in, right? There are benefits within this, but I'm not going to say it, because you need to invest in the creation itself, right? You need to invest in being friends with Amun-Ra, having friendship with your creation and your passion. Like when I see artists that paint, a long time ago, we used to hate our drawings. We used to be like, oh, I fucking hate this drawing, right? I can't stand this music I'm making. I can't stand this art I'm making. I can't stand the style that I'm in. But that's because you need to develop that loving connection, that zest for life with what you're doing. And just because you don't feel that just yet doesn't mean that you let go of that passion. It means you need to let go of that judgment. You need to let go of that lust as well. I feel lust there, right? You need to let go of that overtly desiring that energy, overtly desiring perfection. That is lust. Overtly desiring that, because the only way that you can have perfection is if there's progress. Progress is perfection. You need to be aware of that. Progress is progress, but it comes with perfection. So you need to allow yourself to progress. Hi. Yeah, these are the vibes. These are the vibes. Okay, let's pick this one out. Yes, so the next one is Amut's devastation. So when it comes to, it's so crazy how blame, indecision, and belief is here with opening circle and Amut, devastation. Do you hear that energy? Blame, indecision, devastation. I don't think y'all are hearing this. Belief, right? It's hard to hear. Belief, blame, indecision, devastation. That's where it's coming from. So there are people that are trying to open channels to attempt to test your belief systems, but this is so that you can be able to build stronger faith in Christ, stronger faith in the pure energy that the Most High has for you. I'm going to tap into this energy a little deeper to find out what's going on there, because I feel like there is a huge test here. Remember how I just got tested when I was like, I should have studied this. That was like my first, that was my first thing, 554, me correcting myself. How do I correct myself? Cynicism, right? That was my first sign, omen. That's how you need to see yourself. You need to check yourself. Okay, it can't be the same as me, but you know what I mean? You need to check yourself. Okay. Yeah, enlightenment. That's Ra, enlightenment energy, okay? Actually, I'm going to grab one card from here. Yeah, change, okay? Actually, do I take this one? Oh, romantic love is in reverse here. Hold on. Yeah, alchemy. Change, alchemy, enlightenment. So the enlightenment itself is alchemizing. That's interesting. Throat chakra, Amunra, creation, friendship, voice, passion, magic. I'm telling y'all, somebody was literally using black magic, but it backfired. Okay, they're receiving devastation. You're gonna be receiving collective. You're gonna be receiving accountability. You're gonna be getting a check, like a grant. Okay, you're gonna be getting a grant. Belief. You need to believe it. You need to believe in the purity of your grants. Okay, consciousness. I'm saying. Intuition. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Multidimensional aspects that show up, including the ones in our reality. Your reality is not the external reality. Your reality is what you experience, first-hand experience. That's your reality, consciousness. Okay, passion. Here it is. Conscious experience of your reality, first-hand awareness. First-hand awareness. That's first-person awareness. Okay. Yes. Because you can witness yourself from a different perspective, from a third perspective. If you ever astrally project, that's you witnessing yourself from a third perspective, okay? Discernment, that's what I'm feeling is out here. Yeah, discernment, right? That's what's coming out here. So let me put this, let me put these here like this. Yeah, let me put these together like this. So you see how I'm putting these together, right? You see how I'm folding up these together? That's how I feel was what was happening. It's like everything was open, displayed, Sagittarius energy. And then I was being put together like a picture, like a project, right? And then this is going to be the energy that's being released. That's interesting. I'm very interested. I'm so curious right now. I feel like this is completely different than, well, I feel like every time I do these weekly readings, they're completely different each time. It's so nice. I like that. The Gemini in me likes that. Okay, peace is out here. Discernment, peace, enlightenment. So that's what's alchemizing at this time. It's like, okay. Yeah, I need to release. So, Genesis, this is a generational thing, right? Aligning ourselves. This is the golden age. I'm aligned with the golden age. I come with the golden age, right? Heaven and earth. I'm the pillar between heaven and earth. That's just for me. I don't know about y'all, but that's for me. That's who I am. I'm a galactic red Skywalker. So what it is that right now, what's being activated is the discernment of where we're supposed to be in the generation. You know how it's like, oh, you're an adult, and it's like, but oh, adulting is so tough. We don't know how to adult type energy. You know what I mean? But it's like we do. This generation knows how to adult. We don't mind adulting. In fact, we've been waiting for the moment we could be adults. That's what the thing. Yeah, ancestors. See, that's the lesson that we're getting from the ancestors at this time. Death, family, worship, survival. We are getting the instinctual upgrades. That's interesting. So the last cards are denial, grief, perseverance, surrender, and patience. And that's going to be this week. So let's say today's Monday, and this is all for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this is what's closing out. So these are all the cycles that are closing out. So for Monday, we're working with peace. Remember, I started the reading with, I'm feeling a very calm energy, peaceful energy. That's why. So on Tuesday, it's going to be denial. There's going to be an energy of denial. I acknowledge my fear and I bring it with the insight of awareness, right? That's going to be for Tuesday. For Wednesday, it's going to be grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So be aware of that lack and loss energy. You will persevere. That's Thursday, right? I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Thursday, okay? That's going to be about Zeus, Jupiter energy. So Jupiter is going to be highly aspected in this time. And then Friday, surrender, right? Am I doing this right? Yeah, I am. See what I mean? That indecision, doubt energy keeps coming in. I create boundaries from that energy. What is that? It's a call to surrender, okay? So this is Friday. Surrender. Yeah, surrender doubts, surrender energies. Yeah, I can release my need to control. I can release my need to control. Bring it to your awareness that you can release that. That you can release negativity, that you can release sicknesses, that you can release sadness and grief and devastation. You can release yourself from the experience. That's what it really means. Okay, patience, and allow yourself to proceed with caution. Okay, I accept that everything happens in divine order, even if it doesn't feel like that right now, or it may not feel like that physically. It will happen in the astral first, Phoenix rising. So a lot of changes are going to be happening during this Phoenix rising moment, whether it's mentally, spiritually, or astrally. First, metaphysically, really what it is. And then next week, you will see how this is going to change and alchemize. You're going to see magic happen right before your fucking eyes. Welcome to my channel. You're going to see magic happen right before your fucking eyes. And you're going to be like, holy shit, I can't believe this is happening. We're lit. We got this. Okay, so now I'm going to do the 4 separate readings for all this, okay, for this week. Yeah? Is that what I'm doing? So let me see this first. I put it all together now. Is this 4? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this is going to be, so Monday. So let me see. How many days are there? 7? 7 days in a week. But we have 6 days left. So this is going to be transitions. Okay. So these are going to be the transitionary periods. Okay. So this is how you know things are transitioning as well. This is what my tarot is going to be about. Woo! I don't know if I should do this all in one reading or if I need to go chill and smoke for a little bit. Honestly, I think I'm going to go chill and smoke for a little. See how that indecision is coming in? That indecision is doing something for me. This indecision is definitely devastation. How did you get here? How did this get here? It was here. Wow. That's interesting. See, that's how the transition happens next. All right, y'all. I'll be right back. All right. It paused right before I was about to leave.